welcome back to another vlog. Again, I'm being a little bit quiet. Still got the kids doing the schoolwork, but as well, I think we have the new neighbours next door. There are cars outside and I can hear a little bit of banging going on, and it's that quiet, obviously because it's an empty house. They will be able to hear me speaking. And it's already bad enough. I have my ring light on. It is super dark today. As you can see, I don't know if you can see like the flickering up there. I have 3 candles lit, I have a lamp on, I have the fairy lights on, and then I put this big ring light on. So it's not going to be great first impressions when they're walking past the window and seeing their neighbour talking to themselves with the giant ring light. But it is Tuesday. Yesterday I was at the dentist in the morning. I was having 2 fillings done because during, I don't know which lockdown, it all just feels like one giant lockdown. My back tooth cracked in half. So I went and had that sorted out and I started editing 2 tutorials. I have that yet to finish today, so it's tutorial Tuesday, which means the Yeti cake is going up tonight. And I still need to do the script and voiceover for it, so that's what I'm going to be doing mostly today. It should already be up and I will leave it linked below if you haven't seen it yet. I have 1 cake order this week. Again, all these were booked in last year, a long time ago. It is a Stranger Things themed cake, so you'll see me making that this week. I'm also packing the cherry mail. I have all my bits for the cherry mail. I'm just waiting for the boxes, but I've had an email to say Hermes has got my boxes, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they will be delivered today and I can get those packaged up. So let me get my editing done and then I can chat to you a little bit more. Oh God. Nearly burnt my blooming retinas out. I'm done. I have got my tutorial exporting now. It is 2:05, so the tutorial will go up on time. Whilst that is doing that, I will catch up on Christmas because in the last vlog I didn't really talk about Christmas. I think I mentioned we had a relatively normal Christmas like we have every year because we just have my mum and dad over. But we got some good prezzies. I think the kids were happy with theirs. Kai got a new phone. Theatre tickets, I'm not sure if that's going to be going ahead, but we've got until May to find out what's happening with those. He got lots of clothes. Massive error on my part. If you have watched these vlogs, you will know I sewed 60 odd sacks out of grey material so that I wouldn't have to wrap anything in paper for the next however many years. What I didn't realise is that some of those sacks were furry material. Obviously where you cut them it's going to shed a little bit. Some of them were absolutely fine, but I put some of Kai's hoodies and things, he got some Mickey Mouse hoodies and stuff, I put them in the fluffy bags and everybody's new clothes were nice and fluffy. Oh my God! Look at all the fluff!
I thought that was the pattern.
So I spent a lot of Boxing Day with some sticky tape removing all the fluff. Abby got her first phone because she's in high school now. Obviously it has to have a stitch case and a stitch pop socket, and got plenty of Animal Crossing things, Animal Crossing cases, Animal Crossing t-shirts, Animal Crossing teddies. Adam's main present, I got him a projector. And there is a box sat down here on the floor which I'm going to open up later on. But what's arrived today is a projector stand to put it on. Are your slippers in here? Yeah. I can't see them. You lost your slippers?
Well, yeah. I'm looking for them in my room.
Don't shut me in. I won't be able to get out. Yeah, so I got Adam a projector and we currently put it on the conservatory wall, which is the equivalent to like an 80-inch...
When's the Esther coming?
Tonight, between 7 and 9.
Oh.
It is the equivalent of an 80-inch TV. And we got a Fire Stick that you plug into it so we can get like Netflix and Disney Plus on it. So we spent probably most of the time in the conservatory watching Mickey Mouse, and we watched Soul on it as well, which is the new Pixar film. But one thing I got that I don't think I've told you yet on a vlog, let me grab it. So this gorgeous little thumper. Focus. He is absolutely adorable and the cutest thumper I have ever seen. My first one arrived from Cherry Brigadier Corinne, who also sent me the Ursula that I've got up here. So she sent me this through for Christmas. I was over the moon with this because this is the other Disney traditions I really wanted. The day it arrived, Adam come home and spotted it, and then he disappeared and come downstairs with a box with another rabbit in. So then I had two of these thumpers. So I have one that sits here next to my lamp, and then I put the other one up in the bedroom on our little shelf in the bedroom. And then I posted about it on my Instagram stories, because if you are a vlog watcher and you've been around a while, you'll know I actually have two Ursulas as well, because both arrived at the same time from different people, and it happened again. So I posted it on my stories because I couldn't believe it had happened again. And then on Christmas Day, my mum handed my presents, and she was itching for me to open this box. I had absolutely no clue until I opened it. And I now have 3 thumpers. They keep multiplying like rabbits do. So now I have one in the living room, one in the bedroom, and one in the hallway. After I opened this box and started laughing because I thought, oh my God, what are the chances of getting 3 of the same present? Like, all for one Christmas. As I'm laughing, she passes me another present. Again, not got a clue. I'm opening it. And it was something quite long, and I just opened the end and looked down it. I honestly had no idea what it was. It was white, a little bit crusty looking, with some little hairs sprouting out of it. And I'm like, what is this? My mum starts laughing. My dad's going, what? What? Doesn't know what's going on. What are you laughing at? And she cannot even tell you because she's now crying laughing. As I open the rest of it to pull out a slightly warmed, past its best, slightly white carrot. And she had bought the carrot so I could feed all of my rabbits. But if that was not already weird enough, she had gone down to Morrison's on Christmas Eve to buy a singular carrot. A slightly white, crusty, singular carrot from Morrison's. And what most people would think on Christmas Eve, the checkout lady said, oh, is this for Rudolph? Just one carrot, a bit desperate, needed to get Rudolph's carrot. And she just replied with, no, it's for my daughter. Is this a whole new level of bad behaviour? You don't get coal anymore, you just get a singular crusty carrot. So yeah, I have 3 rabbits. We had a good Christmas, and I took no pictures and didn't film anything. I only filmed the opening of presents, and that was it. I didn't pick up the camera after that. I just enjoyed the day. Right, my video is almost done now. I'm going to get that uploaded to YouTube. I think we'll package some cherry mail. So we are starting with the boxes that have just arrived. These are A5 size, and you have to build them all yourself. Just fold the sides in. I have these cute fluffy cherry socks. So as you'll have guessed, this is not a cake related cherry mail this time. It is January, it is cold outside, it is the most depressing month. So I thought I would put together a little care package, a little hug in a box. These are all brand new. They're in packages like this, but I've had to take them out the packet so I can open them so they will fit in the box. So they all are brand new, but how cute are these? They are super soft and fluffy. I made sure to buy myself a pair. So we're going to pop those along the bottom and up the side. And my small business of choice this time was Pretty Little Wax. So I contacted her on Etsy because she did a birthday cake scented wax melt, which I thought was perfect. Cute little glittery pieces in it. So I asked for a whole bunch of these, so that will fit in there. One of the business cards as well if anybody wants to buy any more. Then I found these. I am over the moon with this nail file. I use nail files a lot because I'm either always catching my nails or I have to file them down for tutorials and stuff. We know we have to keep our nails neat for working with food. So I thought these were a perfect addition to the little self-care box. Little 80 shapes. I'll put that across there. Once they've got their fluffy socks on, it's time to make a galaxy hot chocolate. This box is all about taking 2 seconds out of the day, sit down and have it to yourself. And finally, a Terry's chocolate orange bar. See, this actually does look a little bit like a chocolate bar. So I've had to put like a little note, please don't eat the wax melt. This is your chocolate. So I've got to figure out how these are all going to fit in here without getting squashed too much. Then I always put my little cherry slip in. Tells them what the contents are and who the small business is this month. And hopefully this should close. So then I just need to put tape across there, the cherry mail sticker and the address. These boxes, if you were in the UK and you were a cherry, these boxes get sent out pretty much every month. If you are an international cherry, you get 2 cherry mails in one box. So these will be going out in the next couple of days to the UK. And then the international ones, I keep hold of them until February's box is ready. And then I ship January and February's box together. That's because if I was to send a little box through the post, even if it's just this big, to certain zones in the world, such as America, it cost me £15 to post a box. There might be nothing in it yet. So it's costing me £15 to post the box, and the cherry subscription is £16. So it doesn't take a genius to work out that that's not very good business sense. I'm actually losing a heck of a lot of money, and as much as I would love for them to have them every month, the postage is just insane. So I post 2 together. That just makes the postage price a little bit more worthwhile. Plus they get 2 lots in one box. It's a little bit more exciting. So I'm trying to cover the address up with this business card. I don't even know if you can see that. I've basically designed my own address labels in pink, blue and yellow with 80 shapes on. Quite excited about that because I was handwriting them all, which took a long time. But I am really loving putting these cherry mails together. It is the highlight of my month. There's just something very satisfying about buying in bulk. So these are all the birthday cake melts, and I've told her to add all the business cards in so everybody can grab their own. But this is why I want to include more businesses. I mean, I have no idea how many orders she gets. But if something like this landed in my inbox of this amount all at once, I'd be pretty chuffed as a small business. Yeah, I just really enjoy putting them together, and hopefully the cherries like them. I also have bulk hot chocolates, bulk chocolate bars. So I'm going to spend a couple of hours now putting these boxes together, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I put my hair up this morning because I was supposed to be baking, and then I decided to bake tomorrow instead. So if you watch my video on how I schedule my baking week, obviously we've not got normal weeks at the minute. So the cake isn't leaving until Sunday, which means usually I would bake on a Wednesday for that. And I say usually because I would usually have 2 to 3 cakes to bake, 2 to 3 orders. So I bake on the Wednesday for Sunday so I can make sure that they're all baked, they're all decorated and they're all ready to go. However, because I have only got 1 order, that gives me a little bit extra time to decorate it. So I think I might bake that tomorrow instead. So because I've decided to bake a day late, I put a t-shirt on so that I could show you, because usually when I'm baking I just wear my usual clothes that get full of icing sugar and food colouring and don't really wear much else. But I wanted to show you this t-shirt because this was sent through by another brigadier. The project that I was talking about last week, I needed their input on what information they put on their order forms. I'll show you one of mine. So I've got a purple one here. The purple one means wedding and the white ones mean birthday cake, so I can quickly see at a glance how many weddings and how many birthdays, and they have slightly different information boxes on. So as you see, mine's only on an A5. I prefer this size because they're a lot neater and they fit into my little plastic wallets that I've got. You can see this one is ready for February. I have 6 of these, so I can keep 6 months worth of receipts and order forms, and they fit in there really nice. And then once those 6 are full, before I can get any further, it makes me do my accounts because I've got no more envelopes left. Instead of buying 12 and then I have a whole year of accounts to do, I only bought 6, so that when those 6 are full, it makes me do my accounts to free up the envelopes again for the next months. Anyway, so this is what I use on my order forms, and I wanted to know what other people used on theirs. What information did they put in? What do they find they need to write on their order forms? And the lovely Sarah sent me one of her order forms through so I could look at it, and she sent cherry mail back to me. She said she was sending me my own cherry mail, and in that cherry mail was this amazing t-shirt. I'll stand up so you can see it, but how cool is that? It's an 80s style Ursula print, and it's got flotsam and jetsam at either side. The back, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like a crossover and some detailing on the back. I am in love with it. And not only did I get this, but she sent Adam through a little something as well, and it's a little Toy Story alien in a Wally costume. I would show you, but he actually has it on his keys right now. He's got it on his car keys that he takes to work with him. And Kai got a little Hedwig enamel pin. For those of you who don't know, he has his own little business called Hedwig Flyers, where he delivers leaflets in the local area. Kind of playing on the owl post from Harry Potter, because he used to be a big Harry Potter fan. So he's got a cute enamel pin of Hedwig, and Abby, when she opened hers, there was nothing coming out of her mouth. Her jaw opened. It was silent, and then out came a little squeak, because she received some gorgeous gold hairpins that were stitched. So one was like Stitch's face, and the other one says Ohana on it. And she wanted them in her hair that second. I had to literally take them off and put them in her hair straight there and then. Pretty chuffed. I got all the cherry mail, my cherry mail that I send out. Got all that packed yesterday. That's in a box ready to go. Just needs dropping off at the post office. And because I'm not baking, I'm going to spend the day updating my website, because it's been a long time since I've uploaded some of my new pictures on there. If anybody out there has a website, make sure that you keep uploading pictures or tweaking things, because it's good for your SEO. It's basically showing Google that you're still active. Like, you're not just a dormant website, you are tweaking things on it. So it's always a good idea just to go on every now and again and upload a new picture or upload a blog post. And I'm awaiting a quite exciting parcel today, which is a direct result of the project I was just talking about, of the order forms. I am really nervous though. I haven't had my text yet to say what time they're coming, but I have had an email to say they are coming today at some point. But I'm really nervous because when you order something from printers, they don't always go to plan, and you don't know how their customer service is when you haven't used them before. So I'm a little bit nervous to see how they've turned out, but I will show you when they get here. I've got 6 very heavy boxes. I'm not sure which is which because I have 3 variants, so I guess we'll open one up and see what we've got inside. I am so nervous. Oh my gosh. Right. So this is my A5 celebration cake pad. Oh my gosh. I am super chuffed with this. This is my A5 birthday cake pad, or christening cake, or just a celebration cake. But yeah, I was super nervous because I didn't know, like, I didn't get any proofs or anything, so I didn't know whether they'd glue the right edge, and they, like, you know, they could end up gluing this one or this one. But no, that's perfect. I wanted them to be that way up. The celebration pads are colourful across the top, white backing. I put contact details instead of like phone number or whatever, because some of you might want to, if you get contacted through Instagram, you might want to write their Instagram name so you can find them again, or their email address or their phone number, however you sort your orders out, which is why I haven't wasted space with like phone or whatever, because it's up to you what you use. The size and shape of the cake, the design details such as what the colour scheme is, model specifics if it's like, can I have a model with brown hair and a pink dress, the name, the age or the inscription to go on the cake. Flavours is a nice long box just in case it's a 3 to your birthday cake or a 3 to your christening, and then you can write 6-inch vanilla, 8-inch chocolate, 4-inch lemon. If they have any allergies or intolerances, or they've asked for something specific for delivery, like my house is the one with the red door. Of course, the event date, the collection or delivery, you can mark out whichever one of those is correct with the date and time. The occasion, is it a christening, is it a birthday? The quote that you've given them, the cost of delivery, how much deposit they've paid, and then the total price of the whole cake with delivery. And this is the number I use when I'm doing my accounts, as well as the delivery address and the mileage. So the only bits when I put this in my accounts, when I'm doing them, all I need is how much that cake costs and how many miles did I travel to deliver it, because you can obviously sort out your mileage. But yeah, this is the first one I've plucked out of the box and I am super excited so far. Let's see what's in the other boxes. Oh, these are the A4 ones. So I made up some A4 pastel ones. These have turned out really good too. These are for wedding orders for people who prefer A4. There's lots of spaces on this one. The couple's name, their contact details, other suppliers. I've put this on because one thing we sometimes forget to do is maybe tag the other suppliers we've met on the day. And when you're posting on social media, you can say, it was lovely meeting at whatever florist. It's a good way just to get people talking on social media. Again, socials, this could be anything, the socials of the suppliers, the socials of the couple, the socials of the venue, like at Sunshine Barn or whatever. Size and shape of cake, how many tiers, your flavours box again. The design box is also still here, bit bigger because sometimes wedding cakes need that little bit extra info. And now on this side we've got a space for a little doodle so we know how it should look. How many portions, if there's any allergies, all the same again, the wedding date, setup and delivery time, the venue's name and the address and how many miles it is. And then on the bottom we've got the numbers section, which is the cake price, the delivery price, any extras, have they hired a stand, have they bought any cupcakes or favours like cookies. The deposit, the balance is due. You can either put a date or a number in that. That's entirely up to you. I've left it for you to interpret what is best for you to use. Any other payments made. Now sometimes I have people that want to pay in instalments and they'll pay their initial deposit and then they'll say, can I pay you £100 in a couple of weeks and can I pay you £100 in 2 months' time. So this is to keep track of how many payments they made and what they've paid, and then the whole total cost of the cake, including delivery. So yeah, this is the A4 version, and then I do have an A5 version. People look like me who like the smaller, neater ones. Are in this box at the front. And I drew 2 designs up for this one with coloured shapes on and one with cherries on, and I put the vote to the Cherry Brigade and they voted for the cherries. So this is the A5 wedding pad, and as you can see it is pink. It's all pink so that if you get the wedding and the celebration pad, you'll be able to tell the difference. The pink ones are wedding and the white ones are celebration. Similar to how I have my purple and white ones. Yeah, this is similar to the A4 wedding one, all the same sort of info, just condensed down a little bit. Obviously without the doodle space, but do not forget when you have a sheet like this, you have got the whole back to write onto. I often write on the back if I run out of space or if there's just a lot to fit on, you've always got the back of the paper as well. but they've all been glued in the right place. They're all the right size. They've all been cut right. And I am super chuffed with these. My brigadiers helped me design them. This is a specific design they chose. So I'm going to take some pictures now, post them over in the forum and on the new Facebook group and see what they think. My excitement was a little short-lived. I haven't got any makeup on today. It's been a busy morning. We got up late and we were supposed to have an appointment for Kai's hearing. We think he's got tinnitus, or rather he does have tinnitus. So it was an early start. We just got there on time. So I didn't have time to put any makeup on. I spotted something wrong with the A5 wedding pads. I knew something would go wrong. So when I draw things up like this before sending to the printers, especially when you're buying 100 at a time, you have to double check, triple check that everything's right, which it was on the original file. But I designed it obviously on an A5 sheet on the computer, and I hadn't yet picked a supplier. And then once I'd picked a supplier, they usually supply their own templates of what your artwork should fit on. So all I did was copy and paste, like highlighted everything and dragged it over to their template, made sure everything fit. I was concentrating so hard, just making sure like the text wasn't too far over here or too far over there. Knowing that my text boxes were fine, I must have missed copying and pasting one box. Can you see where it says date there? There's an empty box. That should say time of delivery or collection. And I now have 100 of these pads with empty boxes on. So I'm going to have to sell these as seconds. You can write whatever you want in that box. You can create your own little column if you want. They will be sold a lot cheaper because I do have 100 of them to get rid of. And I have ordered another 100 of the correct ones with the text in the boxes. So yeah, you can either pay full price for a proper one or pay much less for one of these that just has a text box missing out of it. Trying to get my cake finished for Sunday, and I've opened the fridge to realise I've run out of butter. It's gonna be one of those days, I can tell. And I wanted to show you my Yeti cake. I've had to bring it into the living room for obvious reasons. The cake challenge over in the forum this month, it was voted for winter, so I made this mood board up. You'll see this mood board and this cake again, or you will have already seen it in the tutorial for this, which went up on Tuesday because this doesn't go up till Thursday. But here it is. I decided to put a little ski lift in the back and put some little skis on the Yeti, and we have a little fishing Yeti down there. It's very sparkly. I don't think you can tell on camera, but it's very sparkly. So this is probably dessert tonight. It is chocolate cake with raspberry buttercream filling. I can't carry on with my cake yet, so I'm going to catch up with the guys in the forum instead. We've now got a power cut. I don't know if you can hear the whole street's alarms going off, but everything's off. The computer's off, kids' computers are off, lights are off. I'm not touching my freezer or fridge until it comes back on. But because my lamps have turned off, I thought I would light my candles and show you some new candles I've picked up, because you know how I love my candles. These ones are from Home Bargains. There's two, well, I think they usually bring out 4 or 5 new scents. I've got 2 of the new ones here. One is crisp cotton and peony. I love anything cottony. And my last favourite was vanilla and cashmere. That is a gorgeous one and I am waiting for that one to come back. But this one pretty much smells like baby talc, like talcum powder. And of course I have to pick anything up that is cherry scented, and this one actually smells like sweets more than it does cherries. It is so good. So I picked up 2 of these and 2 of these to stock up on my candles, because what I end up doing is lighting 2 completely different scents on different halves of the room. So I fixed that to make sure that I light the same scented candle. I have no idea when the electric's going to come back on. I did manage to get my buttercream made though. That's one good point. So the cake is currently partly ganached and I'm going to carry on ganaching that in a bit. But I'm going to end the vlog here because it is already super long. I'll show you the cake in the next vlog because I'm probably not going to finish that until tomorrow. And if I do get up to anything over the weekend, I will film it and put it in the next vlog. So thank you very much for watching. And if you've made it this far along into this very long vlog, leave me a little cherry emoji in the comments. And I will see you again in a couple of weeks.